Hello everyone, this is Brian again. I've got some new Kiss vinyl that I wanted to share with you. It's kind of a stack of different things, and so I'll just go through that. Just kind of a fun look at some things I've picked up recently. I've picked up some Japanese 45s. This one is I Was Made for Lovin' You. One interesting thing about these 45s from Japan is that they don't really have a picture sleeve cover. What they have is like an insert type, two-sided insert type thing, that has whatever this is on the back. And the single is actually in a separate little jacket. So let's see that. I won't show you every 45 out of the sleeve, but you can see that there's both English and Japanese on there. Let's see, we've got Hard Luck Woman and Mr. Speed. We've got Detroit Rock City and Beth, and I believe this cover was reproduced in the the Kiss singles box set that they did. Got Sure Knows Something and Dirty Living, or Dirty Livin', maybe it's called. And then the last of the 45s I have here is, what is this one? She's So European and Shandy. I guess Shandy would be the feature song on this one. Here's some new albums I got. I sort of completed my Japanese collection of, I just kind of wanted the makeup albums up through Lick It Up, which is kind of a makeup album in Japan. I'll show you in a second. But this is the first one I got. This is obviously their first self-titled album. It has the Obi strip. Let's see, next one here is Hotter Than Hell. Same back on that one. And these also, there wasn't much, just like the American versions, there wasn't much in the way of inserts for these albums, but as I showed you in a previous video, you get kind of a black and white lyrics booklet. Kind of translates the English for Japanese fans who want to know what Kiss is singing about. Kind of shows some of the other albums available at the bottom there. These are always kind of a fun little extra with the Japanese albums that kind of makes, I don't know if it makes them worth buying again if you have other editions, but I really like the Japanese stuff, so I buy them anyway. Next up is Dress to Kill. Let's see, I think this one only has, let me take a peek here. Yeah, it just has the lyric sheet, and this is kind of an even plainer lyric sheet. They don't even have the cover from the album on here. It's just all text. Next up is Creatures of the Night from Japan. You notice this Obi strip is a little thinner and it doesn't have any kind of image at the top of the band. One cool thing about this album that's really unusual is that the actual label of the album uses an image of the band in their elder costumes, which is kind of neat and kind of bizarre at the same time. But I still think that's a pretty cool label. Let's see here. I want to look inside and see if the insert is anything special. I can't remember. Let's see. Okay, yeah, that's kind of cool. We get a black and white image on the lyric sheet of the album cover. Inside we've got the lyrics, white type on a black background, and the same on the back there. Now this is pretty cool. Considering that Lick It Up was the first non-makeup album in the US, for the Japanese market, at least in terms of what they saw on the cover, they didn't show them without makeup, which is really interesting. If you look at the Japanese version of Lick It Up, it looks like another Kiss makeup album. So let me show you what's going on here. Okay, so just kind of a standard label on this one, a Casablanca label. Now this is like one giant sleeve here. So underneath the sleeve is the standard Lick It Up cover we're used to, and this just slides into the sleeve, and the lyrics booklet is kind of the obi in this case. Kind of cool. Okay, I also picked up some German vinyl. I've just always been kind of fascinated by the different Kiss logo that Germany used, and I was kind of under the impression that that this was the logo that Germany had always had with Kiss. And I asked around on message boards a little bit and learned something new. I guess this particular logo didn't come into effect until around 1980, maybe 1979, something like that. They were using the standard Kiss, lightning bolt logo. And there was something going on in Germany where they became especially sensitive to those S's that look like the Nazi SS logo. And so this wasn't changed until around 1980. So these pressings are actually from that time, 1980. So there's Destroyer. Let's see here. I keep them in these poly sleeves. I'm not going to show you every one of these albums, but there's one of the labels. And the jackets inside on all these are very plain. Let's see here. It's just a paper jacket. But one thing that's interesting is that if you look down in this corner here, you can actually figure out when, if you look at the end there, this is an 81 pressing, you can actually figure out from the jacket when this particular copy was pressed, and that's with all these German pressings from around 1980. I also picked up Rock and Roll Over. You can see the Kiss logo there is different. You have Kiss Love Gun, again from around 1980. Kiss Alive. And the cover on this one is really dark. The printing that they did isn't real great. Back. I wonder what the inside is like. It's really interesting. I didn't notice this. They actually even changed the logo on the poster the kids are carrying in the I assume that's Cobo Hall. in Detroit. So inside, when you're looking at the gatefold, you'll notice that all these logos are also changed. So pretty interesting. And again, just standard white sleeves on this one. Got the best of the solo albums. And I picked up a Live 2. I think it's pretty cool. Giant alternate Kiss logo on there. Now I've got 2 more albums to show you, and then I'm done. I picked up a sealed copy of Dynasty, and I've got it in a plastic jacket here, but it is sealed inside. I think that's kind of neat. The price tags on there, sale price. What is it, $4.66? So anyway, this is a 79 sealed copy of Dynasty, and the reason I picked this up is that the very first Kiss album that I actually bought was Dynasty, and so back in '79, that was my first Kiss album, even though I'd been listening to them for years at a friend's house. This is the first album my folks would let me buy. They considered me old enough finally. But yeah, I had the poster from this on my wall and used to, you know, look at the order form inside all the time with the pinball machine that was on that. And just to really enjoy this album. So I wanted to have a nice sealed copy of this, which might seem odd to some of you, but I'm a collector. I collect a lot of stuff, and there's some value in this stuff to me sealed. I just love knowing that the stuff inside this jacket hasn't been seen by anybody. It hasn't been touched, you know, in almost 40 years, and that's kind of cool to me. Now the last one I've got to show you. Now I didn't think I was going to end up buying one of these, and I said so in a previous video. But I finally broke down and picked up a sealed copy of Sonic Boom on vinyl. I finally found one for a price that seemed okay to me. This is the green vinyl edition. This one does. I haven't opened it yet. I haven't had the guts to open it, but I plan to at some point. But this is a nice presentation. It's got a gatefold. It's got a poster inside. It's got colored vinyl. It's got custom picture sleeves, but it's a real nice package. And these are getting really tough to find. I think they only produced 1,000 of each color, which were green, blue, purple, and red for the different Kiss members, and then a black version. So between the 5 different colors, there were only 5,000 of these pressed. And then for each specific color, only 1,000. So that's it. That's my new Kiss vinyl pickups. I've got some old magazines I think I'll go through in the next few days and just kind of have fun looking through those. Plan to do a lot more stuff. There might be breaks here and there. There might be times when I do, you know, 2 or 3 videos over 2 weeks and then take a break. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later. Bye.